In the Bible, in 1 Samuel, there's a beautiful story of a little boy by the name of Samuel. He's just a little boy about 5 or 6 years old, and his mother, Hannah, has placed him in the care of a wise old priest named Eli. Well, one night when little Samuel was going to bed, he laid his head down and he heard a voice say, "Samuel, Samuel." He jumps out of the bed and rushes to the side of old Eli and he says, "Father, did you call me? Did you call me?" And old Eli goes, "No, my son, I didn't call you. Go back to bed." And so little Samuel goes back to bed, and just as he's resting his head, he hears a voice say, "Samuel, Samuel." He jumps out of the bed again. He rushes to the side of old Eli. "Father, did you call me?" "No, my son, go back to bed." Well, old Eli sits and he begins contemplating, and he realizes it is the voice of the infinite God calling this little boy to something great. He hears those little feet coming back towards him again, and just as little Samuel was going to speak, Eli says, "Son, I didn't call you, but I know who did. Go back to bed, son. And when you hear that voice call you again, say, 'Speak, Lord, thy servant heareth.'" I hear the presence of God calling my name. I hear the presence of God calling my name. And I hear the presence of God calling my name. I hear the presence calling my name. Say my name, Lord. Say 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 my name. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? How do you want me to be? You called me by name. What do you want me to do? And what do you want me to say? How do you want me to be? You called me by name. I hear the presence of God calling me by name. And I hear the presence call me by my name. And I hear the presence of God call me by my name. And I can hear you call me by my name. I hear you. I'm listening. I'm listening. You call me my name.
Heart and soul, center of light, I salute you. It's my sister, the Reverend Dr. Andrea Earl. I salute you. 12 years of shining the light. Shining a light that began with a baby who was born with triple pneumonia, whom the doctors requested she be given her last rites, but for whom the Baptists and Methodists, Adventists, colored saints prayed and persevered that she would not cross over to the other side before time, but would stay on this side to become, among many other things, the founding pastor of the Heart and Soul Center of Light. And now here you are, 12 years into your adolescence, so to speak, still shining that light. And I want to encourage you to keep doing so as you move forward. I want to invite you to think about the significance of the number 12. It's a very special number, especially when we think about it from a biblical point of view. 12 is a special number for marking time. 12 hours of the day, 12 months in a year. 12 is also a special number for a people, quote unquote, a chosen people. The 12 tribes of Israel, and also for Yeshua, his 12 disciples who became apostles. And we might even add in the book of The 12 Powers by Charles Fillmore, the 12 powers in the human being. 12 is also a special number for place and location. For we read in the book of Revelation that the New Jerusalem, 12 gates, 12 portals, 12 guardians to this new illuminated city that John, the writer, sees in his mind when old things have passed away and behold, all things have become new. I want you to hear, therefore, that 12 is your special year of calling. And I know that you've done many things during this interim up to this point. And at the same time, I want to speak some words to you about this specific season as well, because it includes so many significant and important, quote unquote, holy days, opportunities for you, along with Reverend Dr. Andrea Earl, to continue to teach the rest of us and to lead us in the light as you shine the light. We're right now, on this particular day, celebrating something that's called Halloween. But its true meaning is All Hallows Eve. And it is a part of a 3-day celebration called All Hallow Tide, All Holy Time. All Hallows Eve or Halloween begins as a time really to commemorate and celebrate and prepare to recognize and honor those who have departed, those who have crossed over, but who yet are among us. This is followed by All Saints' Day, for the special time of commemorating those who have lived lives worthy of being remembered as saints, as martyrs, as exemplars of holiness and righteousness. And then this is followed by All Souls Day, a time of healing and reconciliation and restoration for all who have departed, regardless of their status on this side of life. As you have, continue to teach us to recognize, to restore, and to redeem all of who we are individually, and all of who we are as a people, and all of who we can be as a world. The month coming up is Indigenous Peoples Month, November. We don't often emphasize this, but this is a holy month for remembering that before others arrived here in more recent history, thousands of years ago, those who now are truly the indigenous people in this continent arrived and prepared the land and prepared a place. And all too often were mistreated for doing so. So on Thanksgiving, as well as giving thanks and gathering with our families, let us remember throughout this month, and especially on that day, the sacrifices that have been and continue to be made by the indigenous peoples. And I know you can teach us that. Shine the light. We have several special seasons coming up in the month of December, beginning in November and flowing over into December. There's Hanukkah, commemoration of centuries ago when Jewish people sought to be true to their faith against profaning the Second Temple, who resisted and fought for liberation, and who shone the light of that liberation. And that's what Hanukkah represents, the miraculous power of the light shining in the midst of oppression, in the midst of abuse, in the midst of desecration. Again, here you are. Help us to shine that light too. Advent, Adventus, the coming, the anticipation of the first coming, and for some, the return of Yeshua, as my sister says, who the world came to know as Jesus, into this dimension, into this world, as a baby in Nazareth, on the outskirts of the Roman Empire, as a baby whose parentage was somewhat suspected not to be legitimate, as a baby, we're told in Matthew, who came from a lineage of David, even though the lineage given in that chapter really points to Joseph and not Yeshua, and Joseph and not Mary. Nevertheless, according to that record, this extraordinary human being was taken in and protected in that family, in that tribe, the extended ancestry. And we know the story from that point forward. He lives, he grows, he learns from his mother, he teaches, he performs signs, he's tried, he's crucified, in the form of public execution. According to the story, he's buried, he's resurrected, he comes back and teaches to his own and to others to spread the good news of liberation for all, for healing for all, salvation for all. This insignificant human being who becomes larger than life. That's what Advent celebrates. That's who Advent celebrates. That Northeast African boy, man, and his mother, especially. Shine that light, especially on Christ's Mass Day. And then we also have Kwanzaa to wrap the year up, in a way of speaking. And it's 7 principles. You remember them? The Nguzo Saba, Umoja, unity. Kujichagulia, self-determination. Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Nia, purpose. Kuumba, creativity. Imani, faith. All of these principles that represent the best of African American cultural and spiritual heritage. Again, I say, heart and soul, center of light. Teach us and show us how to shine, how to be ignited, how to activate these lights. I'm so excited, and I am so blessed to be able to watch and worship with you every Sunday that I'm able to, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. I consider myself your beloved brother in the struggle, in the joy, and in the victory of this path. And I'm so glad that our dear sister, again, Reverend Dr. Andrea Earl, was not given up, but that the elders, who are now our ancestors, prayed for her through that triple pneumonia to make it then and there, and to make it all the way here to this moment, and beyond this moment, to continue to teach us, to continue to shine the light, to continue to show a way for everyone. And most of all, for the least of our brothers and sisters. And to you, for following and also participating in this leadership, in these gifts that she brings. I give thanks, and I salute, and I pray, and I celebrate, and I join in And I anticipate that during this season, especially from now through the end of this year, and also in this season of your especially elected year, your 12th year, the light will be brighter, more luminous, more dynamic than it already has been. That on this hill where you reside, even more will see and be drawn to the path you individually and collectively have chosen, and to the way that you individually, collectively, and with all of your collective ancestors are showing us. Amen. Ashe. So it is. And so we make it together. Peace and blessings to you and for us.
There's a wind that's blowing, and it's bringing change today. Oh, it's bringing change today. There's a wind that's blowing, and the change is gonna stay. Oh, the change is going to stay. We are the ones. There's a wind that blows, and it's bringing change today. Oh, it's bringing change today. There's a wind that blows, and the change is gonna stay. Oh, the change is going to stay. We are the ones. Oh, we are the ones we have waited for. We're the lovers, we're the leaders, we are the ones we've waited for. Believers, achievers, we are the ones. There's a wind that blows, and it's bringing change today. Oh, bringing change today. There's a wind that blows, the change is gonna stay. Oh, the change is gonna stay. We are the ones. Oh, we are the ones we've waited for. We're the lovers, we're the leaders, we are, and we are the ones we've waited for. Believers, achievers, love, lead, believe it. Love, lead, achieve it. Love, lead, believe it. And love, lead, achieve us. And love, lead, believe it. Oh,
And heart and soul center of light as you continue to shine that light during this 12th year. Hear these words from one of the brothers of Yeshua, Jude. This blessing and this benediction to you and to the one who was able to protect you without falling and to set you before the glory of that one unblemished in gladness. To the only strong one, the only living one, the only sovereign one, the healer of us. Through Yeshua, the anointed one, let it be the glory, the majesty, the strength, and the authority through the ages of ages. For you, heart and soul center of light, and for us, as we together shine the light. Amen and Ashe.